You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the October 14th meeting for the Kingsford Heights Town Council. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Meeting will now come to order. Please silence your cell phones and repeat the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Okay, we're opening the meeting with the public hearing on the proposed budget for 2026. Is there copies in the back if anybody wants to follow along?
I have them.
Okay, there's a couple copies up here if anybody wants to follow along. Notice of taxpayers was published for a public hearing tonight at 6 o'clock at this location. Maximum civil town levy, $324,327. Budgets as follows: general fund, $433,279. Local income tax, $36,114. Local road and street, $56,500. MVH, $114,990. Continuing education, that's the one of the police funds, $1,500. Park fund, $15,000. Cigarette tax fund, $2,200. Cumulative capital development fund, $10,000. Seeded money, county economic development income tax, $100,000, and a local road matching grant, $750,000. The state will not raise any of those numbers; they will only lower them. Does anybody have any questions at this point?
Are we planning on buying any new vehicles in 26?
I don't think so. And if we did, it would be coming out of LIT money, which is, we only have to budget it locally. We don't have to advertise it and send it downstate.
So motor vehicle highway, what is that and why is that so much?
Motor vehicle highway is the well, I should defer to Malika. Will you explain what all motor vehicle highway can be used for, please?
Motor vehicle highway is just for highways and streets. You can't use it for anything else.
And
I compared these to our 2025 budget order and what we advertised in 2025, and it's comparable, especially considering that we have a lot more houses. And like I explained at the last meeting, this does include a levy excess appeal because of all the new houses and the additional police protection that will be needed. Any other questions about the budget numbers? Yes?
The lit tax, it's listed here for $4,100 for us. Is that correct?
That's if it's split in, or do you get it both piece?
Well, normally it's like $36,000.
It is 36,114.
Oh, that's a different thing.
Am I looking at the right? I mean, it says 4114 for town marshal. And the fire department
Okay, tell me
is
what page you're on and what form you're looking at,
On
please.
page 3.
Form 3 or page
Is
3?
it page 3 or the bottom?
All right. Page 1, page 2, page 3. Well, right below that, you've got 16,000, and that's probably your payments.
Okay, I'm not sure how to read that or anything, but top one says fire department, then bottom one says town marshal, and machinery and equipment.
Is 14 or 16,000 what it costs for your payments a year?
Alright. It's normally what we get, 16. So.
Okay,
Okay, I
it's
just
there,
Just want to make sure that it's coming out of the that's all.
it's there.
Okay, thank you.
Did you see what I was looking
Did you find it? Okay, weird. Right in here. Okay. Anybody else got a question on the budget hearing or any questions about the budget? You guys got any questions?
Now, the lit tax, do we have to split it with the fire department and the police department, or?
It can be redistributed.
Okay,
We can move it.
We can move it. And this budget was prepared with the intention of having 3 full-time police officers next year.
okay.
And we will not know how funded this budget is until about February 28th. Okay, if there is no questions, make note please, close the public hearing at 6:10.
Okay.
Thank you. This goes in here. All right, departmental reports, police department. And then I'm gonna add to your report if you don't fit. Yeah, I'll add to your report.
Good evening, everybody. We had the form from September. We had 28 calls for service. Our reports are listed there. Going down, we had Anna completed a background investigators course. It was a 2-day course. It was held in South Bend. And this is going to help us with the application process and for future hires where we don't have to outsource those background investigations. So we took in applications for deputy marshal, which ended 1 October, and we received a total of 19 applications. We're going to be conducting a preliminary background investigation, interviews, and to those selected, will be given a physical agility test and an in-depth background check over the next few months. The applications for chief marshal ended up 1 October, and we received 8 applications. We conducted a limited initial background checks, and we will present to the town council the chief marshal applicant packets for upcoming interviews and for the review. A more in-depth investigation will be conducted on the then selected applicants. What we're requesting is that for permission from the council, to advise those candidates that did not make the initial round of application process, their current status moving forward.
a letter that says, thank you for submitting your application. Thank you for applying, basically, but that's it.
How many applied for the chief?
8.
Okay.
And how many did we got to look at? You say we got 8 of them to look at, that we can look at?
Yes, there's 8 applicants.
But how many, okay, never mind.
You didn't stop in and look at them last week?
I got the paper, the envelope the
Okay.
other day, yeah.
And then by all means, if you want to stop into the office and ask any
You
questions,
stopped. Dwayne stopped.
I'll
Lori stopped.
show you the list of them and
Yeah, I got the list, it was in my.
show you the
box.
packets and process.
Here's some of them right here too, so I think this is a few of them.
That's all I don't want to know.
Okay, well, okay, I'm gonna continue on that line for a minute. 4 of us have reviewed the applications, and we have top three contenders. And interviews are scheduled, executive session, Wednesday next week, the 22nd, at the town hall, starting at 4 o'clock.
When did you guys do those applications? You said,
You went last week too. You went down to the town hall and looked at them?
oh, okay, I thought you had a meeting and,
No, everyone met individually. We did not do a meeting because we could not do a meeting.
When is the meeting, the executive session?
4 o'clock next Wednesday, the 22nd. You'll take care of the public notice? All right, thank you. Anything else?
No, ma'am. Pending any questions? That's all I have. Thank you.
I had asked last meeting if the police department could look into a merit board before hiring a marshal.
I think by the time we adopted an ordinance to do something like that, it would be not happening. But we could get copies of other towns' ordinances. I don't know how many towns actually have merit boards. It could be something to look at for the future, but it can't, I mean, we would not get it done in time to hire a marshal before Jeff
Do
leaves
you all
us.
have anybody you're consulting with before hiring a law enforcement officer or consultant?
We have looked at background, Jeff,
No, it's the same. I mean, there's.
we have looked at preliminary background informations, we have looked at something similar to my case documents.
And Anna has gone to this background investigators
And
course,
yes,
which will delve into any specifics about, with regards to the background.
No, I understand that, I think the job is too important. If you're not educated enough in that area to hire somebody in that area.
well, Evelyn and Joe both had, and then Dwayne was clerk, they've been through it before. I've been through it when I was clerk, so, I mean, we've got a little bit of background in it. Okay. Fire department does not have anyone here. Utilities.
Pittsburgh Tank and Tower, they were here. We had the 400,000 gallon clear well drained and cleaned and done with maintenance on that. And they also worked on the water tower, that was drained. We did testing on the clear well, came back good, so that was put back in service and filled up. The water tower, we're still waiting on the test results on that before we can put that back in service. Other than that, work's going along smoothly. Peerless is working on well 1, I'm pretty sure it's well 1. They pulled the well casing and they cleaned it. And they sent a camera down and the screen was still dirty, so they cleaned it again, and that's in the process of being done now. Change subjects here.
If you had to give a percentage, what percentage would you say is complete on that project?
The major part is we took 2 pieces of major equipment out of the system and no residents in town was aware of it. We're currently running the water plant off a VFD pump, maintaining pressure around 51 PSI. So I'd say we're about 50% completed.
About 50% complete.
We still got 2 more wells to clean and 2 high service pumps to get replaced.
Okay,
So that's going on there,
that's good progress.
yes. Any questions on that area? No? I cannot find the newer ordinance that we passed for water rates. I know Malika has some concerns on what are we charging contractors for water. And, I just want to see if the council has any ideas or suggestions.
My one thought, and I shared it with you, is to look in our last audit report and see if the auditors put a copy in the audit report. And it wouldn't be the ordinance itself, but we might have a rate chart. Because we had rate charts where the girls could take and manually calculate 1 or 2 bills off of the rate charts to double check that the computer was billing the right amounts.
Yeah.
Because 1 or 2 bills is supposed to be checked manually every billing cycle. So there should be rate charts that says, if you use 3,000 gallons of water, this should be their bill, and if you use 6,000, this should be the bill, and it was a columnar chart. So there's a couple documents that did exist, let me put it that way. I'll stress the word did. And I know in Dennis's old records, there was copies of the ordinance.
Yes.
But everything's been taken apart and put back together, and I thought Baker Tilly might have a copy of it, but I don't know.
What are we charging right now?
I don't know. Currently we have probably 6 contractor bills, I would say roughly, that would have to get sent out. One guy's around 14,000 gallons of water he's used so far as of yesterday. I know North Judson charges 5 cents a gallon, Hamlet's 3 cents a gallon. You just tell me about the other town that,
Walkerton holds the bill for the whole season, then they take their regular rate, and if somebody has used 14,000, they look on their chart and they bill them one time for 14,000. They don't break it down per month, they just bill them for bulk water, whatever 14,000 would
Like an
cost.
individual resident?
But just not
One time?
one time. I really wish this had been addressed last year, because I think some of these usages go from last year.
yes, they do.
And I don't know if, I guess we just lump it together like it was all this year and go forward from here.
Yes. But we guess,
Did anybody reach out to Buzz? Wasn't Buzz the?
yeah, Buzz did the rate study.
Great study.
Well, then he might have a copy of the ordinance.
He might, I'm assuming that no one can find it, right?
Right.
Is that why we're having this? Okay. He may have been given a copy after it was adopted.
Okay. I can reach out to Buzz. And any questions on any more of that part? I got a quote from trustees, stump grinding for 8 stumps to get ground out. Some of the stumps are massive. That was for $1,300. I was seeing if the town wanted to continue on that or just wait till next spring. Or
Can you tell us where the stumps are located, more or less? Like which easement they're in, or?
They're mainly on tree lawns. They're all on tree lawns
There's
between
one
them.
down on Ivanhoe for sure, right?
Yeah.
So they're basically on electric easements for streetlights?
No, they're just in the tree lawns between the curb and the sidewalk. Trees that we've had removed and that we paid to remove, or we took them down ourselves.
Well, you gotta pick one, streets or electric.
Right.
How many stumps are there?
I didn't bring the list with me, but it's around 8 or 9.
And they went 1,300?
Are they far enough off the road they will not interfere with snow plowing?
Yes, they're far enough off the road.
What about the one on Fairmont?
That one's right up to the curb, but
Now, that one's pushing up the curb, isn't it?
it's pushing up the curb and the sidewalk, yes. That is a massive stone.
That one's important.
You're saying 1,300 for the whole ball of wax?
Mhm.
What do we normally pay them? I mean, I know they come out, they was doing 5, 6 stumps at that time before too, wasn't they?
Usually we don't do it every year. Once we get a handful of stumps, it's
Yeah.
cheaper for them to come in and just do a bunch of them at one time than it is to have them come in individually.
Did we do any last year?
No, we did not do none last year.
Well, then we're due.
Can we make a motion on that or something?
Well, let me look at this financial report, please.
Well, that would be under the street department. Would it have anything to do with the Z charge?
Storm? It's possible, because that one is affecting the gutter drainage.
Look at that one, look at that
On
one.
the Z? It's at $5 a month that you charge everybody.
We could use it there.
Yeah.
We didn't get
Because
a sweet sweeper the second time this year, did we?
we only did it once this year for
And
3,000.
normally we do it twice.
Normally we do it once. If
Where's
it's really
that?
bad, we'll do it twice.
Where's that on here, guys?
There isn't a stormwater, there should be a stormwater fund.
I thought it was separated. Is it
That-
separated, Malika?
Right there it is, right there.
Oh, geez, the very last thing. Well, we only have 135 in it, so forget that.
Right here.
Yeah.
Let me take that stump, bring it right out of this.
All right, now. Now, what is yours? What date's yours?
There's gotta be more than that in it. I mean,
Yeah, that account generates 38,000 a year, so.
yeah.
And there should be more than just this and that much money.
And
See,
That
at
was until June, there probably is
650
more.
homes, you can say at $5 a home.
Yes,
That's over about $3,500 a month, isn't it?
yes.
So about 35,000.
Let me see yours, it's later.
Stormwater operation.
I agree we have to do it. What do you think?
Take the stems down.
Yeah, because we didn't do any last year, they said.
They need to be removed.
Okay. Do we have anything budgeted to do with our cigarette tax money this year?
No,
No plans to use any of it?
no.
Half cigarette tax money and half stormwater money? That way we'll leave something in the stormwater if we do get one that collapses or something.
That's fine. 50/50? 50 out of the stone drain, out of
So half out of what?
Cigarette tax money,
The other one was,
stormwater. Somebody want to make a motion to that effect?
yeah, I'll make a motion on it, that we hire trustee stump removal to remove the stumps this year. You wanna just get the half money coming out of the cigarette tax and half coming out of the stormwater tax?
And the total cost is $1,300.
Yes.
Do we have a second to that motion?
Second.
Evelyn seconded it, Lori thirded it. All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous.
That one that's, excuse me, that one that's on Fairmont, we're probably gonna have to get somebody to come out and do some line location on there, aren't we?
He was aware of that one, that there was a gas line running underneath it.
Well, to be safe, they gotta do it on all of them.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The last thing I want to discuss is the blue dump truck. You know, if we put the air compressors out on that, so it cannot build air pressure for the brakes to release. In order for us to have it worked on, we're gonna have to have it towed to a shop. And I'm estimating the repairs to be around $4,000, not counting the tow bill. So, with that being said, a guy just out of town here has a dump truck. It's a 1996 Ford with 13,000 miles. It has a plow, a belly scraper, and a salt box in the back. Now, the salt box, I'll admit, has no use for us. We already have 2 salt boxes. But we need to either get the blue truck fixed or look at another option. And I believe this is a good candidate. Has 13,000 miles and he's wanting 16,000 for it.
So what would you get for the trade-in on the old blue one?
Well, it won't
It's a
be,
private sale.
have to take bids on it.
We wouldn't necessarily have to run it through an auction. We could just do like we do with the trucks, couldn't we? We just leave it out there until they're taking bids on it.
Yeah, we can take bids on it or we can run it to an auction, but if we take it to an auction, yeah.
Well, you want to save the bid though, right?
Debating on that still, yes, I would have to do an inspection on it because that bed is in good shape.
The truck he's talking about is that Maple City Trees Company up here on where Mrs. Fettler used to live on the curb there.
Near where Ralph Harmon lives?
Right across from Pollywog, where that little swimming hole used to be.
That by Ralph Harmon's house?
Yes, yeah, exactly. He's got a price on it for $18,500. And then I talked to him a little earlier today and told him that we wanted a cheaper price if we could get one. He said he would sell it for $16,500, but he wasn't gonna argue over $500. So he's talking 16 grand for the truck. And the truck's got 13,000 miles on it, but it's got a good engine in it. It's got all the plows like he was talking about too.
It does not have air brakes, has hydraulic brakes. It's an automatic.
Does that change what kind of CDL license the
You would still need
drivers have to have?
You still need a Class B CDL, you just will not have to have the air brake endorsement.
None of our other trucks have air brakes?
I'm trying to think, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think they're all hydraulics at this point. The blue dump was the only one that had air brakes.
This is not the truck that years ago we called Old Blue, it's another.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is?
yes,
We still have that truck?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and it's mouse infested too. I mean, you get in it, you
Oh.
can't even,
Not for me, it's not.
I mean, it's just the feces up inside of it. It makes it hard to even get up and drive it.
yes, that'd be Old Blue.
Where could we, if we decide to do something like that, where could we come up with some money for that one? Can that be taken out of all 4 departments?
Let's come over this first.
We got the street department, electric, water, and sewage, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would water and sewage use it for?
Haul dirt, haul debris. If we have
And when you empty the sludge beds? Or do we not do that anymore?
we use geobag technology for the beds.
Okay.
But like on a major water leak, we have to haul out the wet dirt and bring in dry dirt. And we ran that little 1 ton into the ground doing it on our last water leak. It was probably 15.
That's the red truck?
Yes, 15, 18 loads we did with that
Them
truck.
brakes were smoking, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
So if he would take 16, that's only 4,000 per department.
Per department. It is a good deal.
It's an older truck.
Has he let you drive it?
I drove it today. He dropped it off for us to look at, and I took it for a spin, and it drove good and straight, shifted fine.
And how's that amount of money fall in the purchasing guidelines? I know they changed them.
So right now, it's under 50,000, and you don't have any kind of threshold policy for small purchases, so it would be up to your discretion.
Well, I'm gonna say we don't let Randy make the decision on his own. We make it for him.
Well, I say we do it. I mean, we can make a motion that, we can pick that truck up for $16,000 and take $4,000 out of each department.
Does each department have that amount of money in?
Well, local road and street can buy equipment for the street department. It does not have to be MVH. Electric's getting back online. And I think water and sewage,
Or for, okay.
See, that would be good.
I'm looking.
Let me see this for a second. What about the electric?
Why don't they put all the water together and all the sewage together, et cetera?
Can you do a carpet on it?
No, I didn't.
Have you done it though before?
I can do
Make
it.
sure it's not been in any accidents, right?
Yeah. It came from the town of Mishawano.
Okay, there's wastewater operating.
Water's okay.
Sewage is definitely okay. Do we have bond payments coming up?
No,
We're done for the year.
we're done for the year.
Electric's the only one that's iffy.
We're in the red.
You said you can get it out of the roads and streets? Or roads?
Three
Well,
of them?
that's where the street department would come from, local road and street.
Can I see one of those forms? Possibly? Thank you.
Is there enough?
You're looking at line number 2202, 6201, 6203, and $63.01. They're all on the front page.
Well, the wastewater could buy it itself.
No, because
No,
it
we
wouldn't
can-
be the only department.
If the
using it.
electric's
Well, I understand
hurting, and we're only taking 1,000 out of the storm fund, we could also, there's still $6,000 in that fund.
I don't,
Uh,
Well, like you said on that, what'd you say, 2201 on the,
2202,
Two.
local road and street.
and there's 91,000 in there, right?
No, 98 here.
Yeah,
Oh, it might be a little less. I'm looking at a June statement.
and then the other one was wastewater.
6101 and 6201, water operating and wastewater operating.
Could we just get it out of 3?
Can we,
Oh, good. Thank you. 91. $24. Okay, so the difference between what I'm looking at and from June to now, we did have a bond payment that we made then, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And, but sewage, there's not a whole lot of difference. We gotta talk about electric. We're not gonna take any out of electric.
No. Can we do 10,000 out of waste and then the rest between the storm and the water?
We can do 10,000 out of local road and street, 6,000 out of sewage, and next year we can talk about paying part of them back.
So you actually deplete.
Here you go.
Which one is she including?
I'm not depleting any of them. Local road and street, 10,000, there's 91.
Yes,
And then sewage, 6,000, and there's 100,000.
yeah.
And actually, when we're said and done, if there is money left in the ARPA grant, can they pay the 6,000 that we pay out of sewage?
Yes, because I've heard of other communities buying jetpacks and other equipments with that.
So if there's money left out of the ARPA grant, they can repay the sewage portion, which is an
Yes.
excellent idea.
Yes.
I can pay the whole thing.
And then,
Well, I don't think there's that much left. There might be 6 left because some of the things have come in lower.
do,
Some of the things got scratched.
do you want to advertise for the blue truck being sold, taking private bids, or?
Yeah, I think we have to.
So we're talking 10,000 out of the local streets
Yes,
and 6,000 out of the wastewater?
Yes.
Operating?
with the intention of paying it back out of ARPA if possible, the 6,000. Now, someone needs to make a motion to that effect, now that we've figured out.
I'll make that motion. I'll make a motion that we purchase the truck off of Maple City, and then we take $10,000 out of the local road and streets, and then we take $6,000 out of the wastewater operating, with the intent, if we can, to take the money back from the wastewater. Is that what you said?
ARPA grant.
Well, from the ARPA grant, back to the wastewater, right?
So if you can't, so are you gonna put in there, continue that you'll get paid back next year? Like if you don't have any left over from the Arbor grant, so next year it will get paid?
At this point, it would be maybe electric would owe 2,000 and water would owe 2,000, because we're only taking 6 out of sewage. We'll double check with the auditors if we can do that. They should be here any day. I know I've been saying that for months, but they should be here. But let's wait and determine that for sure after. I honestly think there's gonna be something left out of ARPA.
And that was the
ARPA
money,
is not budgeted in there.
that was the money that you got from.
Grants is an automatic pass-through to be spent.
Yes.
You gonna go for a second on that?
Oh, yes.
Second.
Lori,
Second.
been moved and seconded to buy this dump truck for $16,000 with the finances as previously discussed. All in favor?
Aye.
We're carried, motion unanimous.
I do not have nothing else.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you.
Brandon, you got that guy's phone number, don't you? You can get with him and everything on that? or
Yes,
what?
yeah. I'll reach out to him.
Now, because we did that, can Malika issue the check before the next board meeting so we can pick it up?
Are you comfortable with that, Malika? This has been approved.
Okay. Park board.
Okay, for right now, this month, we have, this Saturday is gonna be our monthly clothing giveaway from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we will also be having pumpkin painting for the kids on that same day from noon to 2 o'clock. The 25th of October, we're gonna be having a trunk or treat down here around the whole driveway area. And then we also wanted to make sure that trick or treat itself for the town is still the 31st from 5 to 7. We wasn't sure if that was gonna be getting changed or stay the same as always. Okay, so we will be having the refreshments and a costume contest here at the community center immediately following trick or treat.
31st is a Friday, isn't it? Okay.
We are gonna be bringing back the walk and talk. The days and times has changed up a bit on us. We're gonna be starting it November 4th. It's a Tuesday, and we'll be doing evenings on Tuesday from 5 PM to 7 PM. And then Thursdays, we're gonna be doing mornings from 10 AM to noon. Crystal wanted me to, you guys was supposed to address the smoking ordinance.
That was in the minutes, yes.
So we've gone over it and,
Yes.
okay, well, then we have nothing else, so.
Thank you. Minutes from some meetings, the 17th and the 22nd. I've got the 22nd in front of me, I don't have the 17th.
I've got several copies.
I got one now.
You ought to have one.
I got one. Okay, the 17th was our executive session for job performance evaluations.
Somebody make a motion?
Yeah,
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from 9/17 of 2025.
I'll second.
okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes from September 17th. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Then we have the regular meeting from September 22nd. This is not truly a correction, but Tarno does have a W on it.
So what was this that Terry was talking about, the smoking thing? I see it's on here.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it up under old business.
Okay.
Has everyone had a chance to read the minutes? Does anybody want to make a motion to approve these
Well, you
minutes,
asked
or do
me.
you want to?
I'm reading.
I'll make a motion that we accept the
Oh, well,
minutes
I'm
for,
done.
Oh,
I'll make a motion we accept the minutes for 9/22/25.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve these minutes from September 22nd. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, Dwayne has to abstain because he was absent. Okay. Claims. You had your claim docket? I'm going to say again, this second report that goes with the claim docket is excellent. Total amount of claims being presented for payment today, total $158,617.42.
I make a motion that we approve the claims. 5364 to 539.
What was that?
She made a motion to accept them.
I didn't hear what she said.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve this batch of claims dated 10/14/2025. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Malika.
Okay, first on our list, the CCMG grant, that we're going for the pavement grant. We are ineligible for that grant. So, and the reason why we're ineligible for that grant is 2022's was never closed out. The grant that we got in 2022.
Do we know who the grant consultant was for that grant?
Paul,
Had to be Paul.
we had a contract with him to do this. So.
Yeah, but that would have been Dwayne's part to pay it. I mean, he should have known that we owed it.
Well, no, if they're saying it wasn't closed out, which
Well, he
means,
should have closed it out. It's still in his ballpark.
yeah, it's a combination, but Paul should have done the paperwork and the council would have just passed the paperwork and everybody signed it and be done with it. So we need to contact Paul and see if it's done and if it's lost in transit, number one. There's a slight possibility it is done,
Yeah,
It's already get a hold of
$50,000 to get it done, so.
and then if it's not done, then Paul didn't complete his contract to do the closeout papers itself, and Dwayne didn't get his part done.
Paul was wanting another $60,000 at the end, and we decided we was gonna pay him, I think, or something like that.
Oh, well, no wonder it wasn't closed out.
Mm-hmm.
Because he
Yep.
okayed some blacktopping to happen down there, and it ended up giving the town more when he could have took some streets. He could have took a street off there and moved the money around to a different street. So that's what happened. He wanted another $60,000 and he didn't get it at the end. So I'm sure that's what happened.
There ain't nothing I can do, because he has all the information to do this, and it's a long, long thing. So I always hire him to do this for us. And at this point, and it has to be done in that first year, at that point, I was off the office at that point, so.
He never did even try contacting us back again. We never heard nothing from him after that.
Well, yeah, if it was a 22 grant, it would have been closed out in 2023, so.
And he lives in another state now.
Yeah, I don't even think he's doing that.
Well,
But he still has an office in the town.
what department in Indianapolis does this grant?
The young lady that I talked to is out of LaPorte.
Okay,
It's in that.
it's just NDOT.
Yeah.
Maybe we have enough reports already filed that the closeout papers can be drawn up.
She said that she could help me close it out. I just wanted to make you aware that it was not done, and that's the reason why we were ineligible for the grant.
Okay,
But I also talked to Leanne, no, actually I talked to Mitch, and Mitch said that they would work with us in July. They wouldn't charge us any more money, and they would work with us in July to start for the grant in July
for next year.
next year.
So we gotta, next year when we're doing this, we gotta hold in mind that we have to recommit 200,000? Is that what it was? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't here for any of the Paul stuff.
Yeah, it was
I wasn't either.
all
Do you remember
right.
that part of the conversation?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, that explains why it wasn't closed out. Your grant consultant bailed on you.
He didn't bail on me because I was the one that said we shouldn't pay.
And she said that too.
Okay.
Okay.
You know?
Next on the list, I need to ask Randy. Randy, did you, send out these invoices for the, power lines, the fences on the power lines?
No, I did not.
Okay, I'm just asking because I need to know whether I needed to send them out.
Yes, you do need to send that.
Okay. I received invoices from Randy over, fences being placed over the power line.
Oh, for to bill homeowners?
They were.
It's billing the fencing company
Okay.
and a homeowner for them damaging the power lines from them putting the fence posts on the power line.
They dug into our power lines.
So they did it without call before you did?
It was
too?
all there. It was all marked and everything.
Wow.
They hit it with post hole diggers. Two. Wow. One was a fencing company, the other one was a homeowner, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I brought in the fencing ordinance. I don't know if you knew what that was.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen this one before.
So were these fences on the easement or not?
Huh?
Were the fences on the easement?
I don't know what happened with that situation down there. It was pretty tricky with the wires. It was on the easement though, wasn't it?
One was on the easement, I'm not sure on the other locations, I was not there for that, that been Jason and Rob.
But it was all marked out. Every one of them's been marked out down through there.
And they still hit it.
They still hit it. I mean, he just barely hit it, but he still hit it.
Well,
And next thing you know, it start flickering inside the guy's house, and then we ended up having a couple of guys come in during the holidays and ended up paying them double time to come in and fix that.
And that's all getting billed to them?
Yes.
Okay.
Last on my list is, there was a young lady that came in, Lisa Turner, last meeting. She came in and told everyone that I was ableist. Now, at the time, I didn't know what an ableist was, so I'm gonna give you the definition. It's a discrimination in favor of non-disabled people. And I took offense to that, because that's not true. And every meeting, every person that comes into the town hall, there's a camera that faces when you walk in the door, and a camera right there when you do transactions. The whole conversation that I had with Lisa Turner was taped and recorded. And a young lady, Anna, went back and looked at the recording. And she said that everything that Miss Turner said was untrue. I was not rude to her. I spoke to her like I speak to anybody else. And I didn't appreciate her coming in and telling the untruth on me and telling people that I have a problem with disabled people, which I do not have. So I want that on record, that she did not tell the truth when she came. And if you would like to see the video, It's at the town hall.
No need to see the video.
No, because the marshal, or she does it.
Vanna's seen it, no need. Is that all?
Yes.
Randy, what did you say, well, you texted me? How much is group insurance gonna increase next year?
Yes, I did forget to bring that up. Our health insurance agent reached out to me. It's time to renew our health insurance policy, and there is an increase of 8.5%.
That's reasonable.
How is it?
I can remember when we hit 15 and 16%.
So if the council's okay with that, go ahead and renew that.
Does anybody think it's worth looking for quotes again, or just stay with the company we've got? I think,
We start bouncing around is when we
Yeah.
start finding all the trouble.
right,
Last year, I worked very hard and diligently on getting quotes, and this was the best rates we did get.
I'm not sure how that duty got put off on Randy to begin with, but I don't think we should bounce around if we've only had this company for 1 year. And I think 8% is reasonable.
Well, it always goes up every year, everybody's does.
And insurance is always more than the cost of living.
Mm-hmm. Do we need to make a motion to stay?
Make a motion to renew the
To renew
policy.
the policy? All right, I'll make a motion that we renew the policy for the health insurance.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to renew the health insurance for the next year. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have one question.
Yes.
Why didn't you have no shut-offs this month?
I don't know, ask Mike.
Why didn't we have any shut-offs this month?
Because we didn't have anybody shut off. All the people are on payment programs that would have been shut off.
It's killing us again. Okay. How bad is it?
It's not really bad at all. They've actually been pretty good at paying their bills and their payments plans. There would have been a lot shut off, but no, they have come in and I've worked with a lot of people to get their bills where they should be.
Okay. That's all, because I know normally I can, because I don't see in January.
They only get one a year, right?
Mhm.
I'm shot at them, so.
You only get a written one once a year.
Bad season's coming, so.
All right. Ordinance number 2025-010, prohibiting the use of recreational vehicles and tents as a means of residential occupancy within the town limits. We did the first reading in full, and this is the second reading by title only. And I do believe the only thing we revised is this one sentence has been added: in cases wherein an emergency circumstance exists, example, a house fire, the town council may grant an exception to this prohibition, setting forth a limited duration for said exemption. Which means if your house is burnt down and your insurance company has given you a trailer, you can apply to the police department and or the town council, and if the contractor's gonna take X amount of time to fix your house, then you can ask to get to live in a trailer for X amount of time. That's the only thing that was changed, correct? Okay,
We've had it before.
so that was our second reading by title only. If anyone would care to make a motion to adopt that ordinance on second reading?
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2025-010, prohibiting the use of recreation vehicles and tents as a means of residential occupancy within town limits, with the exception of emergency situations.
Right,
Hey,
that was.
can I ask one question before we go any farther?
Yes?
I'm seeing where these people are buying these sheds and living in them.
Huh?
That's illegal.
Out here?
Yeah, you know how they buy them sheds and they have them dropped off in their yard. I mean, I can't tell if they're really
She
She sheds?
he shed,
She
she shed.
shed.
I call them granny lots.
What are we gonna, I mean, is this something that we need to get in here too?
Are they out here?
Yeah.
Where they at?
Have you seen them?
I've never seen them.
Wouldn't that fall under the building codes where they gotta have so many square feet and then water, sewer, and electric per person?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 All right, then, we'll just go from that one. I just wondered before we pass it, I know I see
I
some.
don't know where, I've not even seen any, so I don't know.
Well, I don't wanna throw them
I
on the
didn't know that either.
They're there.
And we'll go.
Okay, so
So-
was that a second also?
shed at?
Do you wanna know where it's at?
it.
It's down on the corner down here on Ivanhoe.
I don't know.
They just dropped it off, it's recently. They just.
No, not that one. The one that's on Ivanhoe, right on the corner.
Malvern, you mean?
No, Ivanhoe right back here, isn't it?
I
Oh,
know,
not
but
Ivanhoe.
Malvern and then Ivanhoe.
What am I
Yes.
thinking? What's Monica Street?
Malvern, that's where.
Malvern.
Vernon Court, yeah, right on the corner of Vernon Court.
Okay, yeah, cause Malvern and
Yeah,
Ivanhoe.
yeah.
Okay, Dwayne seconded that.
Monica's place there.
Vernon Court and Large Community.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess I think
Around the
I better get
corner.
on that then.
Is it behind a privacy fence?
no,
Okay, then I don't know where it's at. Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve ordinance number 2025-10 on its second reading by title only. All in favor? Aye. We can do third reading because it was unanimous?
You can do third reading if you'd like.
All right, third reading of ordinance number 2025-010 by title only, prohibiting the use of recreational vehicles and tents as a means of residential occupancy within the town of Kingsford Heights.
I'll make a motion that we accept ordinance number 2025-01 by title only.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt this ordinance number 2025-010 on its third and final reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Ordinance number 2025-011. And we have an ordinance that said we can read everything by title only on all of their readings. So unless anybody present wants to hear this ordinance, I'm going to read it by title only as soon as I find it. And I will briefly explain it and why we're not reading it in full. Ordinance number 2025-011, establishing interconnection standards. Right, this ordinance has been given to us by two sources, and we have, Amber has substituted the town of Walkerton's name for the town of Kingsford Heights. The ordinance came from IMPA, and it's being adopted for the one resident that wants to have a solar generator unit on their house. And it's a lot of technical words. So if anybody wants to hear it, we will read it. If anybody wants to stop in at the clerk's office, you can read it there.
So I did reach out to IMPA's general counsel, went over this with them. This is what they're recommending as their model form of ordinance. This ordinance establishes how one can connect to the electrical system if they would like to do some kind of renewable energy. They would have to comply with our standards, and then they would have to enter into, we have nothing to do with this, but they would have to enter into a contract with IMPA as well to sell back the renewable energy. But this is step one, is we have to have the standards.
And then after Walkerton adopted it, the homeowner that wanted it figured out it really was not cost effective to do it, and they never hooked up a solar thing. It's,
Get the money back. you know.
it's not really cost effective. It would be if someone wanted to have a whole bunch of solar farms, but you can't do that. This is one unit. So, did anybody care to make a motion to adopt ordinance number 2025-011, establishing interconnection standards?
So we're doing this for this one guy?
Yes?
Well, it's just,
Well, no, it's
It's
being done
applicable
for
to
anybody who
anyone,
might
yes.
want it, but this is,
All right.
one guy is
I'm just saying.
requesting it being done before the end of the year.
All right. How many readings does it have to go through?
Well, we'll do one tonight and two at the next meeting.
Because he's already got solar panels on his house. Who does? The Morrison kid.
Is that
Oh,
who's?
no.
It's not him?
Mm-mm.
So he might have solar panels, but they're not connected back to our system
No,
to-
they're not.
Okay.
No.
Well, I'll make a motion that we accept the ordinance 2025-011, establishing interconnection standards for the first reading.
A second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to adopt the interconnection standards ordinance. All in favor?
I,
All opposed? And it's unanimous. There it is. All right, second and third readings will be at the October 27th meeting. Final adoption of the budget is on October 27th also. Okay, did you bring, before we get too far, the email from Baker Tilly today for the actual forms for the 3-year levy appeal application?
I'll tell you.
Okay,
There it is.
I'm gonna put, oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, was there any resolutions?
No.
Okay, this is under old business room. So you and I are the only people that have to sign this? All right, we voted last meeting to approve the application for the excess levy. It was unanimously approved. And so we are just sending this back to Baker Tilly with the signatures so it can be filed with the DLGF. Old business. I told you we're scheduling, we have the interviews scheduled for the top 3 contenders for town marshal. Smoking ordinance, what is the board's pleasure at doing a not smoking ordinance on park property? How do you want to have Amber proceed?
I would say for me, because I go all around from here, because my kids, baseball and soccer, all around from Indiana to Illinois, they know smoking. They're all smoking here in Michigan, South Bend.
Can they just not hang signs up and then people see them and abide by them?
But they have a sign in front of them.
I don't think they do at our ballparks.
Not here, we don't.
No.
It's not here, because we have to give the okay to do this, that's where we're
Can
at.
we put the signs up without adopting an ordinance for now and see if it works?
It won't work.
I would, yeah, I would think you
What?
need an ordinance to back you.
well,
But
it's
who's
not gonna work
going-
if you need an ordinance in
But
here.
who's going to follow enforcement? I mean, that's where you're gonna run in trouble, because the police can't be at every park in Kingsford Heights.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe if they put the signs up at the Ball Diamond and,
But if the signs are up at the Ball Diamond, and I go there and tell them to put the smoke material out, and they don't, then there's nothing, I can't write my ordinance ticket because there's no ordinance for it.
yeah.
It doesn't matter to me, I don't smoke, so I'd say yes,
I don't smoke.
but I'm
They
not
should all know
gonna,
better
I'm not
than
gonna
to smoke.
deprive anybody if they wanna kill themselves, I guess.
Can you do an ordinance for a designated area?
That, That's what I was gonna suggest. If we'd
got
have
raised
no
to it.
smoking within 8 feet of dugouts. Like
How
you,
about
like,
8 feet of the ball diamonds, period?
Now,
The
when I worked
bleachers
for
and
the
everything.
military, you had to be 50 feet from the building to smoke.
Thank you. You're welcome.
well, isn't the state law on doorways and stuff 8 feet?
8 feet from entranceway of the entranceway.
So 8 feet of the dugouts and,
Well, the bleachers.
And the bleachers.
Anywhere around that area, I
Yeah.
would think.
I mean, nobody's gonna stand out and we'd have to put a signpost that says no smoking beyond this point, but
Whatever you guys decide, I'll go with it. I don't.
oh wait, we all have to sign this, I'm sorry.
On that yay and nay.
Yes, we do, so we do have to vote again.
It don't matter what you.
We voted on that, that's just the same paper.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
same one, they just
So
haven't signed
since
it.
Dwayne was absent, he wouldn't be signing this.
Correct.
And everybody else was a yes? Okay.
Just 8 feet from the dugouts. Would that, like the road or the drive?
But I mean, we gotta make it so it makes sense where there's playground equipment too.
Yeah. Even if you're gonna do any kind of footage, you at least wanna get 20 feet in there or something, get them away from you. What the hell's 8 feet?
Yeah.
I mean, I can
Well,
walk
I
from here to
just,
here.
I just said that because that's what it is at hospital doors and
Yeah,
entry doors and,
8 feet, not gonna do it. 20 feet really not much either.
And so could we do it 20 feet from the ball diamonds and playground equipment?
You could. You
I
could.
mean, that's kind of getting playground equipment and ball diamonds.
I think that the best avenue to go is either no smoking at all or a designated smoking area. If you start going 8 feet or 20 feet, then I gotta go out there with a ruler and measure. I
Yeah.
think that's just, I mean, if anything, I would take guidance from what the park department
Certain areas.
would recommend. But I would say either no smoking or a designated smoking area to where they have a container where they put their cigarette butts and then it's done and over with. And if they, throughout the months or whatever, if they trash that smoking area, then you can come back and say, look, we tried it. No one complied with the, cleaning up their mess. Now it's no smoking at all. So that would be my recommendation.
That's a good one.
that's a good one.
Rosalie, you said to look at that last question.
I was trying to find that page.
No.
Okay, Joe, you voted yes. Will you look up and put the date in that we did that? You voted yes, you voted yes. I'm gonna pass this down. Dwayne was absent.
We can do the no smoking ordinance to a
Go to
designated.
anybody
Yeah,
else.
no smoking or smoking only in designated areas on park property.
Yes, I guess they have to figure out where they're gonna designate. Do you wanna leave that discretion then to the park board, or? How are you gonna designate?
Well, they're gonna have to make an area, like he said, they're gonna have to probably find a picnic table or something with some cigarette butt ashtrays or something around it so they can.
I
I
know
think
that.
between the park department, myself, and maybe Randy, we can find an area, maybe throw down some gravel and put a smoking pot there that would suffice the issue.
And you're gonna have to do that at Ford Park and both ball fields. And under the pavilion. Okay, wait, I gotta do something else again.
Okay, so I think that's what we're doing.
Malika, signature, clerk treasurer, email. Oh, I don't have to sign this page. I only had to sign that one page. But now, it was,
Who said the last page, the last paragraph, because he didn't know if he answered that properly.
It was also brought up with regards to definition of smoking. Smoking and vaping, I guess, are the same thing, correct?
Yeah, we wanna clarify it in there.
Better put down marijuana too.
Yeah, you better put marijuana.
But that's illegal already.
Yeah, I think that's
I know, but people still.
Smell it all over town.
It's legal.
Yeah, it's legal in West.
Well, I like his answer on number 12. Number 11 was definitely a no. No, no. Guess I should have started with number 1. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
Does anybody have new business? Oh, wait, before I get any farther, I was supposed to announce this at the beginning. We're lucky there's not a lot of people here. We don't need a resolution to do this, but our clerk treasurer has requested, in order for her to be more, no, I'm not gonna say efficient, but more accurate in her minute keeping. When you make a public comment, for the record, please identify yourself and your address. Okay, just your name. And, yeah, we've already done the one with the 3 minutes per comment. We didn't do that for the budget hearing, but we only had 1 or 2 people, and you can figure that out easy enough. Okay. And I will try to remember to announce that at the beginning of the next meeting. Does anybody have any new business? Attorney's report.
A few things, just one, I wanna follow up, did the garbage contract ever get signed?
Yes, it did.
Perfect. And, I saw on your budget here, Malika, for the ordinance, for the budget, or ordinance or resolution, that it would be adopted on October 27th, so you're gonna do it as a resolution then on the next agenda, right? Okay,
Okay.
Well,
yep, just put that on, I put that on there as a resolution, so that you have it, so we remember to formally make a motion to adopt it then.
actually,
Unless you need to adopt it tonight.
no, we
But I
don't, we
think-
can't as of,
I didn't, yeah, so I thought it
but
probably.
it's budget form number 4, and it's titled ordinance or resolution. And it's a state form that's prepared.
I just don't want you guys to forget about, you need a formal motion at your next meeting on it. So we may just want to just put it under resolutions.
Okay.
The other thing for minutes, I would just recommend that best practice would be for a signature line for the president and the clerk treasurer as well, so you can always know what your original minutes are.
Okay.
Just best practice, and that's it.
I second it.
Wait, is there any other public comments
We
then?
haven't even started public comments.
Okay, is there any public comments?
That's a transcript behind it.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
I'll talk about meeting adjourned.
I know,
now I put today's date for approving it.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
you have to identify yourself.
my name's Andrew Pence. Thursday, I made a phone call to the emergency line for utilities because I had sewage flowing into my house. And I had a plumber come out and the plumber could not get through my house to figure out where the blockage was. So on Monday, I had.
Do you want to speak up louder so, and I don't
Yeah.
think everybody can hear you.
So on Thursday, I had a sewage problem where sewage was backing up into my house, and I had a plumber come out, and he couldn't get through the plumbing through my house, and he left, because at that point in time, I was already almost $1,200 into this plumber being there. So, yesterday, I had another plumber come out, and he went through my clean out and determined that the blockage was in the city sewer line. It had nothing to do with me. And I called the emergency utilities on Thursday before this happened. And when I talked to them, they told me that nobody else had reported issues. So that's why I had a plumber come out, because I was under the impression that it was on my property that the issue was, but it turns out it wasn't.
Was it in the manhole?
It was.
Was it in the sewer line, main?
Main
Yeah.
sewer line. And my question is if there's any possibility I could get reimbursed for my costs, because it actually wasn't on my property that the problem was.
Do you know anything about that, Randy?
I did speak with them Thursday on the phone, and the general policy is when somebody calls in a sewer complaint, we go open manholes. Okay. I did speak with him, I didn't open manholes, because while speaking with him, he believed it was his problem, and nobody else did call it in. So on my end, I never did open the manholes and check. Jason spoke with him yesterday, and, Jason ended up coming in during the holiday and opening the manhole and realized it was backed up. Then Jason, another guy, jetted the line, got it open, which in turn drained his clean out. So it was definitely on our end.
So he said, Jason said it was one manhole before his house or something, back when it or something.
Yes, somewhere in that area. I have not been in location to see it.
So where was that, 420?
Yeah, 420 extra.
That's it?
Didn't Trevor have some
Yeah.
problems too?
Trevor,
Yeah, it started backing up in Trevor's, which is
And-
his neighbor between us and him.
I didn't check with the lady that lived next to me to see if she had any issues, because she wasn't home at the time.
Yeah, she's not, she works a lot.
It was definitely an issue on our end.
Was it?
I will not deny that.
Okay,
Do we want to take care of this guy, or?
yes, I think we should.
All right.
How much was the total again?
The total for the first plumber was $1,199.
Do you guys want submission of
The
proof?
second plumber was
Proof
only
that it's been
150.
paid? What do you want submitted?
Have you already paid it?
Yeah, I've already paid
Well,
it.
can we have a receipt?
Yeah, I can produce those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the other thing is that if you do, I'd want you to do a waiver and release, that it would be in exchange for this amount, that you couldn't bring any other claims.
Oh, okay.
Can you prepare one? The attorney's gonna prepare a waiver and release that you won't have any other claims on that,
Okay,
and we require copies of the bills.
okay. I just bring those to the town hall,
Yep.
or
Can I have your name again, sir?
Andrew Pence,
P-E-N-C,
CE.
and 420 Exeter?
20 extra.
Okay, thank you.
By you.
That would be both bills, right? Not just one?
Yeah, it'll be both.
You said one.
Yeah, it'll be both.
That was both of them put together?
No.
Or that was just one bill?
$150
for the second one.
Yeah, one's 1,200.
$11.99 for one and $150 for the other?
Yeah.
Any other public comment? I have to apologize for some of my casual leaning back. I have compression fractures in my back, and I have to sometimes move to be comfortable. Okay, hearing no other public comments, I shall accept a motion to adjourn. It is 7:30, Malika.
Thank you. I make a motion, we adjourn.
I second it.
I do believe that's going to be unanimous.
Thank you.